Hey, MK Tooligans, what's going on? It's Greg Medford, Medford Knife, and MKT USA. This is, let's see. Come on, come with me, you guys. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of cool things for Blade Show. And Blade Show starts on Friday. And a few of the guys from the shop leave tomorrow, and then I take off on Thursday. But let's see what we got. I kind of want to open it up. And then you guys get to be on, kind of watch me open it up, right? Sorry about that. Such is life in an unscripted show. And then, you know, you get older, you can't see. Is there anybody out there who can't see anymore? All right, here we go. Let's take a look at what we got in here. This is my favorite little, show you guys a couple of special oddities that are headed out of here. Let's see. There's a Praetorian tie with the Terminator on it, which I think is sick. Do you know what generation Terminator that was? One of the guys online will tell me. We got this little fella, which is sexy as all get up, with little Mokutai Timascus side and a polished blade. This is a really sick knife. Oh yeah, you want a video from over there? That's cool. Let's see. Oh, you know, this is our new green color, which I know you guys have seen. This is a Heller Bust, which is a famous P-51 from World War II. It had this kind of configuration on it. Love this. Really cool. No, that's not crooked. That's the way it's supposed to be. That came out really neat. We've got this. Oh yeah. We've got this kind of Corsair homage with some Japanese flags, a little 5 for being an ace, and some little checkerboard Corsair setup from World War II on a MIDI Marauder. Got a knife you guys have never seen before. I guess this will be your first inaugural view of it. Maybe I should get one that's got some color. Let me see if So we're taking to calling this thing the Short Gantes, but it's the Gigantes scaled down. I don't know, you got good light on that? This thing flips like a machine. It just feels awesome. It feels like it would be impossible for this to collapse on your hand during stabbing. It feels really comfortable. It's a really, really nice knife, and it just flips like fuck all. Now you guys, flips like fuck all is an official technical phrase in knifeology. Let's see what else we got. I think we got another little sneaky one in here. Very sneaky, sir. Oh, this is a pretty cool one. This is a Colonial with some, I don't even know what we call this, pattern core. We should call it Pat Core. But it's what formerly used to be known as San Mai, but we're not allowed to say anymore. But it's got a sandwiched core of edge steel with stainless steel Damascus on the outside. And then it's got our new Big Island abalone finish on the handle, which is, I don't know, I think it's sick. What do you think, Sean?
Really nice.
You like it sucks?
Huh? No.
Did you say that? Did you say it sucks?
Nope.
And we've got another Short Gantes in here. And this one's got a full polished blade with a stone washed handle. And these polishes on D2 are just fucking immaculate. Blackened out titanium hardware. This knife here, man, that is a badass working man's knife. Super cool knife. I can't tell you how good this, have you pawed up on one of these, Sean? Man, I would go to war with this knife in 2 seconds. I'd go camping and I'd go anywhere else. This thing is awesome. I absolutely love this knife. Super, super cool. Okay, so I got some cool stuff headed out to Blade Show. Praetorian tie with a Spartan helmet on it, or with a, I'm sorry, with a Praetorian Roman helmet on it. Cool stuff. Hey, where's Mike? You know where it's, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, thanks. Sexy, sexy night. Let's go down here and see what's happening. So I just got a new sandblast cabinet in today. So, all right, so here's the deal. So I've had this sandblast cabinet for several years, a red one, and I just bought this gray one, and it'll sit around for a couple, we'll probably have this one for a decade, and it's gonna do like little boutique where we gotta put a part in and blast it real quick. I just ordered a really cool new machine that does blasting. It's a big round tub that turns slowly like an old-fashioned dryer, and then inside of it are these round pebbles, and then it's got two big jets blasting media in, and the parts float around in there so I can unload a batch of parts and not have a poor guy standing there with getting stinky vinegar hands while he's blasting on the thing. And it blasts the parts over a cycle, stops on its own, and then unloads the parts. So it'll get us this really nice, consistent blast finish without a bunch of little prang marks and ping marks from them bouncing around on each other. So I'm really tickled about that. Come on. I just picked up a Brown and Sharp. Come on around here. I just picked up this old Brown and Sharp tool room grinder. So we're gonna clean this up and get this into service over here for the machine shop, so they can use their whirly jig and do precision pins to precision diameters, do custom pins and stuff. The coolant tank, they forgot to send me that, so it just showed up today. So I got the electrical hooked up, and now I'll rig up the back of this, and then I'll put a, you know, a little EPA containment pan underneath it, so that over its years of use and dripping various stuff, it never sinks into the concrete and causes a mess. Come on. Steve, working on new tooling for the Marauder. Want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Everyone just said hi back.
Hello.
Actually, I just heard through the phone where the bitch is at.
What?
He said, what? Usually the guys on YouTube are all like, where the girls at? Where the bitches? Kind of towards the end of the day here, wrapping up. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but it's some of our new tooling that Steve's put together for us. This is pretty cool. Subplates with Destaco hold down clamps, fixture plates that are all precision located underneath, and then we have hardened sub-part resting feet, and then all these springs, all these clamps are custom made. We make all this, and they're spring loaded, and you know, for precision height and depth. And then there's an adjustment on the back of the heel of each one of these clamps. You can adjust them for camber down onto the part for holding. So I'm really excited about this because it gets us a level of quality that you just can't really get any other way. I've been wanting to do this for years, and all I had to do was hire a master tool and die guy. This is one of the plates, you guys. So these are the precision locating pins, and then we put these little hardened ground feet, and we grind it all together at temperature. And what's interesting about this, come on, is it'll hold 0.2 of a thousandths repeatedly. So we get this level of repetition where we can pull a part off, we can pull the plate off, put a new plate on, make sure the tool crib and the machine's right, and we can be off and running in an hour on a new knife instead of 3 days of tweaking and adjusting. It's pretty cool. How's it going, Raul? Oh. So we've had kind of a weird shifting of the guard around here. Brandon's out today, but we got a new guy over in the machine shop that's a more high-level experienced guy. I'm looking for one more guy for the machine shop. Phil had to go home, so one of our other craftsmen has shifted over into there, young Steve. And then one of the grinders is kind of doing double duty in heart and heat treating right now. And when stuff like this happens, it's an opportunity for me. So I can do a couple of things. I can immediately hire someone and train them, which is an option. Or I can cross-train a couple of guys, and when they know the job, I hire somebody in. And what happens is, it gets everybody to have a little bit of overlapping sphere of knowledge so that there's no one person who's like the linchpin to the whole operation. So right now, I'm letting a couple of guys kind of share duty on that. And then it gives all of us a little more security. If a guy's out sick, 2 other guys know the job and can kind of step in if we've got pressing things that day. Come on. So, Blade Show is happening. It should be a great time. I'm going to be giving away knives in the line on Friday and Saturday morning out front before the show. I've got a couple of knives to give away each morning before the show even starts. I'm giving out shirts, I'm giving out patches, I'm giving out comic books. I got a lot of cool swag that I'm just trying to get everybody kind of interested, and I want everyone to leave Blade Show, whether they buy a knife from me or any of the other awesome American knife makers. I want them to leave Blade Show, have a shirt from our company and a little story to tell about the knife lunatic they met maybe, and then have a comic book to give to a young person and talk to them about knives and a life of adventure, and maybe get some young people interested in knives, and start challenging you guys to come to a Blade Show and bring a kid or 2. Bring your son and bring one of his buddies. Bring a Democrat's kid, crack their bubble a little bit, get them to come see interesting things. They're in the little Democrat kid in the world. Once they know that they're not going to get in trouble for holding a knife, they're going to enjoy the heck out of getting their hands on a knife. I mean, Sean, am I right or what?
Sure.
Even little Democrat kids, they like knives and fishing and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, that's my whole thing right now, is challenge everybody to get some kids involved in knives and cutlery and carrying pocket knives as much as we can in this crazy Nerf helmet, neutered, castrated, anti-guy, anti-cool, tough thing society we live in. I don't even know what to say about it. So I hope you guys make it out. We'll be in the same booth we were last year. And now we've got some of our friends from Africa Custom Knives. We're going to be kind of tagged onto our booth. And then next year we've got a big 6 space put together that's going to be really bitchin'. So I'm looking forward to having you guys come out to that. And just a lot of cool stuff. I've got a new dagger coming. There's a lot of cool stuff that's all coming together tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have it all with me at the show. So anyways, Greg Medford, Medford Knives, Sean on the camera. I'm out.